Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on an episode of Inspired. Today I'm here with Aubrie, myself, and Sasha.
Hey.
Everybody's thinking, who the hell's Aubrie?
Yeah. Who are you, Aubrie?
Yeah, who are you, Aubrie?
I am the new assistant for Miss Amber Red, and I'm helping with social media as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's stuck around longer than 3 days. That's good.
Yeah, snap.
Going strong.
Strong. I was telling Sasha that I actually think we found somebody that's going to stick.
Yes.
Yes. No, literally, the first week I was like, yeah, she's in.
Yeah, you could tell, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're not going to say no names, but the last one we had lasted, it was two days.
No, it was 4 days.
Wow.
That helps a little more.
Like, didn't really not mean we could just tell.
How do you only last 4 days?
Well, I mean, it comes down to, like, obviously in interviews you act a certain way, and then, like, when you're actually on the job, it's just different vibes. So, yeah, we could just tell kind of right away.
She was very, very, like, she had a YouTube channel that, like, is amazing. I'm sorry if you hear this. But she had a YouTube channel that's amazing, but then when she showed up in person, it was a totally different person. She didn't even talk. It was wild. So, but there's probably something to that, right? Like, I think maybe...
I feel like a lot of influencers, I don't know if she was an influencer, but, you know, they're more open and bubbly on camera, and then in person it's more like...
That was literally what happened.
Yeah.
And it was very awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe they would have come out of their shell eventually.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. But, you know, after hiring so many people, we kind of could pick up on it right away, so...
Yeah, so because
Yeah.
we've been trying to find somebody for this position for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
You've just been waiting for me to come along.
No, really?
Literally.
So how do you feel so far? Do you feel like it's hard, like what you're doing?
Yeah, it is hard.
She's like, I'm not going to bullshit you.
Not gonna lie.
Okay. What about it's hard?
I think it's just hard because I came into this as a complete newbie,
Okay.
and you guys were very nice and promised to teach me, but there's still that part of me that wants to be better than I am. So it's hard for me to, like, get over the disconnect there.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
you say you're a newbie, but honestly, you know how to use social media. Like, everyone that we have had hired, they say they know how to use it and then don't know how to move text, don't know how to, like, you know, there's, like, certain things, but, like, so far, I feel like I'm not really explaining the app to you. I'm just explaining you, like, our style of how to post, but... I mean, here and there, I show you, like, little things, but...
She's already done more videos in the last 2 days than anybody else has that we've hired ever.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, I feel like you should give yourself a little more credit.
Okay.
Well, and I think too that it's like it's okay to have to teach somebody. Like, you don't have to teach them your style anyways. What annoys me is that, like, somebody, like you said, that comes in and says that they can do something, and then it's just a complete shit show. Yeah. And it's like, how did, like... Wait, like, because, you know...
Where was the disconnect?
Where is the disconnect? Because, like, you're editing all these videos, you're, you know, your stuff all looks great, so, like, and then it's always the, I don't use Windows, I have an Android, I this, and I'm like, oh, with the excuses.
Yeah.
Like, so it's better to just come in and just literally say that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, if you want to teach me, cool.
Yeah. I think that's kind of your guys' deal, right? You're just like, teach me, and I'm willing to learn and catch on pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so.
This girl messaged me. You're never gonna. That's never gonna go away.
No,
This one messages me, and she's like, "I will work for free. I will work for free." And this was after we had already brought somebody else on, so I felt bad, right? I'm like, "Oh God!" And immediately I was like, "Did we choose the wrong person? I think we chose the wrong person." And I came in, and so this is a month later, right? So because I was going on vacation, so this is how it laid out. So we brought on the person. We were like, "Okay, great, excited," and then 2 days happened, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, what happened? Something is totally wrong here." So then I was like, well, we'll let this one go. And then I was like, we're not going to bring nobody on until I get back from, I think it was in Hawaii. So I was like, we're not going to bring nobody on until after I get back. So then this one messages, like, literally in the mix of all of that. And she's like, hey, da-da-da-da. And I was like, I'm going to Hawaii. I think I told you. I was like, going to Hawaii, and then we, like, talk about it or whatever. And I was like, she just popped up. I remember walking into the studio and going up to Sasha. I was like, you remember the girl that was really giggly during the interview? She was, like, very happy. I was like, Sasha, if nothing else, she will be nice to the clients.
Yeah,
I said, and that's important. She'll keep our energy up. She'll be nice to clients. And if that's all that comes of this, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Because at that point,
literally.
I was just like giving up with the social media thing and this. I'm like, we're having to teach everybody, and everybody's telling us they can do something, they can't do something. So
Yeah, I think that's what we were missing was the energy.
I think
at
so,
first.
too.
You know, because I'm like everyone we have brought on, it's been they don't have energy. It's like very shy,
Yeah.
which I get it. It can be intimidating. You
Yeah.
know, like we are understanding of that, and we give that space to. It's just so. I guess it's shocking for us when you're a certain way, like in the interview, because we did get that energy, you know, and then you come in, you're like very just like in a shell. But we have to also remember, you know, there were someone coming in to a lot of women and
Yeah.
being around that, you know, so we have to be mindful of that as well. But there's also a balance of just like be you, you know. I feel like we do have that kind of company where it's just like you can be you, and I feel like from day one you have been yourself, and I'm just like I love it so much. Like,
I'm probably like maybe so because she's only been with us now for 4 weeks. I think today
Yeah.
is literally
Yeah,
like
yeah.
4 weeks. So you've been paid twice. So it's like, but I literally remember going to Victor and I was like, if nothing else, she keeps Sasha laughing up front and it's hilarious. I'll be in my room and they're just up there cracking up. But I'm like, it's better to have that than to like, because Sasha and I, we get like, you'll see. It's like we try to keep the energy up, you know, and it's like, something will happen, and then it's like her and I trying to balance each other out, and it's
Yeah.
like just nice to have a third person. It's like, oh, that giggle every once in a while. I'm like, oh, there it is. Okay, we can come back now. It's not that serious.
yeah, and I've been real nosy when it comes to Aubrie. I've been asking her all the
Yes.
questions.
I know. I walk in and I'm like, Sasha, how do you know that? I won't say too much. Like, I almost pop. I will say
Sasha is one of those people who you just immediately feel like you could tell her everything.
Well, what's funny is everybody calls Sasha. I'm like, nobody, like yesterday when we were at the networking event, she's like, did so-and-so call you? And I was like from somebody from a studio. And I was like, no. What do you mean? Like, is the studio burning down? What's happening? She's like, I don't know. And then she gets on the phone and I'm like, why are they calling you?
Yeah, and then I'm like, I don't know how to answer this. I'm like, but it's okay. Learning
They
moment.
just go to Sasha. Nobody comes to me. I don't even know if you've came to me with anything. You're just like,
But then again, I've been pulling it out of you too. So
True.
I'm like,
yeah, I walk
True.
in and then I'm like, wait, what'd she tell you? How come she doesn't tell me that stuff?
I'm like, go ask her. She'll probably tell you.
And I'm like, no, I don't ask people questions like that. I
She
don't ask
doesn't.
anybody anything.
But
I'm
I'm like-
only going to know what you're going to tell me.
Yeah, but I'm like, you know, I could feel you're going to be around for a long time. So I'm like, might as well get to know you.
Right? It's not a waste of effort.
Yeah.
So why are you going to be around for a long time?
We have big plans that we're excited to share with everyone. And also just because hopefully you guys will keep me around. So I love being here.
She's like, so this is my way to secure this for a few years?
yeah.
You guys down?
I'm going nowhere. So funny, Aubrie.
Wait, so what are we doing? You just left a cliffhanger there. Did she even say
Are
what
we?
we were
Can we
doing?
talk about it in this episode, or are we
think
doing a
so.
separate one?
No, we can talk
Yeah.
about it. We're going to keep it rolling. We're going
What
to
are
do a
we
30
doing?
out of this.
Well, you guys saw my introduction at the networking event yesterday, so maybe Amber should take it away.
Yeah, you did have a good speech.
I don't even remember what I said, to be honest with you. Every time I go to networking events, they ask me to introduce myself and do that elevator speech. I stand up and I'm like blacking out.
Yeah, literally. I
And
got
I'm like-
dizzy. I said 3 things, and I was like, whoa. I was like, get me out of here, dude. I hate this.
Why does that happen?
I hate it. But you do so good at it, so
I don't do good at it.
you do.
Oh my God, it's so
do.
bad.
Yours was
Anyways,
better. I literally was like, I'm not that interesting.
you literally said that, and I
said
wanted to
that
like
word for word.
Yeah, I'm over here like trying to hit her. I'm like, she literally said, "I'm Aubrie, and I work for Miss Amber Red, and I'm not that interesting." And then she sits down, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, so, and Sasha just finished too, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, actually, so what we're really here doing is we're starting a media company, and I'm like just bullshitting, and I'm like, the person's like, fake it till you make it. I'm like, you need your website done, you need your
Yep.
graphics done, you need this done, call us. And
Yep.
Before we go into the media stuff, first off, it was a. Can we tell them about the networking event?
oh, sure, sure.
I'm pretty sure we were being introduced into a cult, but that's fine. And it was really interesting. And after, I'm sitting there and I'm like listening to the story, and I'm like, is anyone listening or picking up on what I'm picking up? And
Only
fact-
the people at our table.
Yeah, and then when you said Candace was talking to you, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not crazy.
No, yeah,
I'm not
literally.
crazy.
Talk about going up. Better not even get into details.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
We're not saying names, but basically she got up and told us about
First, about
a
her trip.
like a drug trip.
Crazy drug trip, like lots of drugs involved, like medical teams and everything. And then another one at the end came up, and I like aliens.
Same.
I love aliens. But I've never met you before. And she comes up to the table, and the first thing she says to me is she's like, I'm getting this. I better not describe it. I'm getting this tattoo. And she's like, so like when we get up there, then they'll be able to recognize me. Everybody will be able to recognize me. And I'm thinking, well, if you get up there, you're probably just going to be like floating around. I think you're going to be like an energy or like an orb or something. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to recognize a tattoo that you just got. But to each their own,
Like, so what's your business?
This was an interesting networking event.
Yeah, it was sweet though. Like, it was a very like releasing type of.
It was.
Everyone was like very open and, sharing their thoughts and feelings, but that's all it really was. So I don't know if it was really networking.
Yeah, it wasn't really networking. It was interesting.
Everybody was crying.
Everybody was
and
crying.
I was like, don't come to me. Please don't come to me. Please don't ask me to speak.
You looked at me and goes, I'm about to cry because everybody else is crying.
Yeah. Like, I didn't expect to cry at 9 in the morning at a networking event.
The first networking event you've been to in a long time, too. I'm like...
And I get a parking ticket as soon as you walk out. I'm like, okay.
The worst.
It's fine.
My favorite part was the artwork with the hand, and I go up to it and I'm like, oh, it's wind chimes.
Oh, yeah, she
So
pushes
she
the thing
goes,
and
"Don't
it
touch
says,
Jeez. You can't take her anywhere already.
I know. She was like, boom. It's like, okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, sorry for the off-topic combo. So we're starting a media company.
Yeah.
And
so I was just trying to make us pump the brakes every 2 seconds, like usual. She said, Amber, stop telling people we're doing that. Oh, stop getting clients, Amber. And I'm like, I already got 3. I have 3, Sasha.
I'm like, shit, okay. Creative director.
Get
it going, because I'm lost when it comes to the branding side of things. But
yeah, so I like visual stuff, so I could help there.
Yeah, the one thing I like is like we all have like our little things to like put into it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing like website stuff, and then Amber's going to be doing the creation of like the branding. I mean, we're all going to be in cahoots with all of it, still helping each other out, but like we have our main titles.
Well, and that's isn't that what you came in wanting? I remember I think I teased you and I was like, that was the one thing that stood out to me about her, and I kept, for some reason I couldn't forget it, but she kept saying, yeah, like maybe like a media company or something. I was like, ooh, I was like, maybe we could have that upstairs. Like me, we only have a single story building. But
in your mind, we have an upstairs.
In my mind, we got this 2-story building, and I'm like, the whole upstairs is going to be a media company. I can see it. And like, if I can see it, it means it's going to happen. So that's what stood out to me about her. So yeah,
that's what I told people like after they're like, how'd the interview go? I was like, good. She's going to let me like rent out a room, start my media company.
One way or another.
We have a room in the back.
Yeah, literally take photos. So you tell them more about yourself, because you do photography.
Yeah, I do photography. So I've gone to school I have a degree in psychology, and then I did a year of digital media production. So I learned photography, videography, graphic design, that kind of stuff. So I just really like capturing stories, like funny moments. Like I like the like psychology aspect of social media, like, like anyone can just make content, but I'm more interested in making something that people actually care to see and kind of like connects with them on a level. So it's kind of what I'm going for.
When you were going to school, were you doing both things at the same time?
Separate things. Okay. Different programs.
Okay, so you're kind of familiar with like the graphic design stuff.
Which is crazy because I don't think she said any of this during her interview.
Did you? Well, no, she showed us her.
I remember that, but she didn't say that.
I was like, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah. You're like, actually?
Yeah. Which it makes sense though with how she introduced herself yesterday at the networking event. So I'm I'm so confused. If you would have said that, we would have went a whole nother direction.
Probably.
It probably would have. Like, it's a good thing you reached out. I'm just saying that.
Well, I think it was meant to be because I actually had a different job, and they were being really mean to me. And so I was like, it was a really bad day at work, and I was like, you know what? Let me just slide into their DMs. And
ew. Why were they not the ooh sliding in the I mean, kind of ooh sliding in the DM. But but why were they mean?
They were like,
jerks.
so it was like a doctor's office, and they were nurse practitioners, and they were just mean girls. And I was just like the victim of that. So
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. So
I don't understand how anyone could be mean to you. That's
no, I know.
It's the story of my life.
You got a little crazy side, huh?
No, I know. We're waiting for her. We're just gonna give her a few drinks one night, and then we'll see what happens.
A few drinks, it'll get different for sure. Or like if I have to stick up for someone, I can be mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
But
that.
for the most part, I'm just bubbly, frolic.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just are happy.
Yeah.
That is what she is all day. It's
Literally.
so cute.
I know.
And we're just looking at her. I feel like I've said this a few times, but she reminds me of Rhea and Jess mixed
yes.
into one person.
Agreed.
She wasn't there when Jess was there, huh?
No, I don't think so. I know she just came last week to get her brows done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remind like, because she has Rhea. Like, Rhea is really bubbly. And then Jess was, like, more calm, but also sweet.
And bubbly.
A little bubbly.
Yeah. Once you get out of her shell, she's like, woo.
Yeah.
I think they would have got along pretty well.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm glad you kept messaging Amber. Don't let no one tell you no.
Right.
But I think you like stuff like that, too. You know, when someone's like, you know what? If she's on it, cool. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, because I immediately, after that, I immediately walked into you and I was like, or walked in the studio and came up to you. I was like, so this should work for free.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I mean, do we take her up on that? No.
I was like,
no,
fully
no.
willing to, too. Like, it wasn't like some bull crap. No, I was literally like, no, I will be there.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just going to start showing up. And
Yeah.
Because I also wanted to learn, and I was like, this would be good to put on my resume because I knew I had long-term goals in this area. So
Yeah.
it would have been a good experience either way. But getting paid is a bonus.
Yeah,
so I'm okay
yeah,
with
for
that.
sure. Yeah, no, Amber wouldn't know about that.
no, that ain't ever going to happen. So what's like, so you've been here now. Okay. What's like the top 3 things you've learned so far?
That's great.
It can be anything. And if you need time, we can come back to
Yeah,
that
it's
question if you
kind
want
of
to
hard.
spot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything.
Cue the music. Do,
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 do.
It's so funny because she's so cute that I was at the networking yesterday. She's like, when you show her something, she's like, oh, wow, how cool. And
That's amazing.
I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, Aubrie. Wow. I'm like, hey, check this out. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I'm so cool.
She makes you feel cool, huh?
She makes me feel cool all the time. It's so great.
I love it.
Yeah, you guys are way cooler than me.
No.
Let's see. 3 things.
We've just been here doing this for a while. We've
Right,
been doing
yeah,
this for a
right.
while. That's like why I feel like comfortable in saying that we can do the things that we're doing. Like we've now built, I mean, we have technically 3 websites that we've completely redone, the Miss Amber Red one, the Inspired, set up from scratch. We are smart because we figured a loophole on how to add a second website onto the back end of the first website so they're intertwined. Hee wish you were smart as us, huh? So we're only technically paying for one, which is amazing. So yeah, we're just really smart.
Yeah, and all the things that you're learning now, they taught me when I came in. I mean, I know how to use social media. Like, that's half the problem. But all of that I'm teaching you is because they taught me.
The Kajabi stuff, was that like... I can't remember. Did I have Kajabi before you arrived? Was I already in there, or we came into that together?
We came in together.
We came in together.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not too confident in like building the foundation. But now that we know it's a damn template,
Yeah.
I probably could have did that for you. But other than that, like the rest of it, I was pretty confident.
We had a
in.
crazy first year, though. It was literally like every 3 months. It was like course launch, course, just dropping courses up till 11 courses. Like we were fucking on it for a long time.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't even want to look at any of that right now. I'm like, I know people are like, you should update your course. Well, it hasn't been that long yet. I ain't going back into that course yet because we had so many just drop one after another.
Yeah.
We need to do like a relaunch of them, but that's coming.
Another project.
You got those 3 things you've learned yet, or what?
Sure.
It's like, keep talking. It's like, think about it.
I would say one thing is just like learning more about like how to put knowledge that I had, like actually executing it, and actually having a chance to practice and improve things. So that'd be 1. And then 2 would be like holding the camera, getting like cool shots for clips to put together into videos. That one's been really cool. 3. Let's see. What else?
How do you feel about the front desk stuff?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a lot?
Yeah. Like, it's not a lot. It's just like remembering the little details, which is not my strong suit, but we're getting there. I'm more of like the like creative, like ideas, concepts, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, but once you're
you
in the
have to do
habit
the
of
technical
it,
stuff.
yeah, you won't even have to think about all the little
Yeah,
things.
once you do it a
Exactly.
few times, it'll just be
Yeah.
repeating again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll clear up some bandwidth. So
Yeah.
You did a cute story today.
thank Thank you.
Yeah.
I was proud.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you went out there to get the clip, I had no idea that's what she was doing. That's cute, though. But, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your third?
And third, I would just say believing in yourself and taking chances, even if you don't think you have a shot in heck.
Yeah.
Just go for it. You never know.
I think that's why I was put on this earth.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I literally
bring it
think
out in
so. It
people.
sounds like everybody has a reason for being here. I think my literal, there we go, reason is literally just to push people, even if they don't like it, and tell you, fuck you, you can believe in yourself and do it.
Yeah.
Because I tell all the time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop doing that. And the next thing I know, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You could do better.
And I really appreciate that because my confidence was like here first, when I first started working with you, and then now I'm like, now I don't have to ask you for every little thing.
What a weird thing to be put on the planet for. Like, what is the purpose of that? Like, just to tell everybody else that they're cool? Like, it's so strange.
I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. You bring it out in people.
Yeah.
Makes people feel good about
Even
themselves.
if they don't want it.
Yeah, even if they don't want it. And it's their loss if they don't take it.
Yeah.
True, it's true.
Yeah,
At least you know your purpose.
yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do with it? I'm like, what is that doing for me? That's me, like, pushing people, and then I get frustrated because they don't want to do it. They don't believe it. They're fighting me on it, and I'm like, ah!
Well, that's
Yeah.
the analogy. The tree doesn't eat its own fruit. The tree grows its fruit for the people passing by to eat. So
Never
What
heard
did
that
you
one.
just
I know. I was like, I
Can you
heard that
explain
one.
that a little bit more?
Yeah.
So, like, here for me?
I heard the one that you could teach a horse how to drink water. How does it say?
But it'll, yeah.
you know what I
It'll,
mean?
like,
can't,
it'll
you can
die.
take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That one.
Is that the same thing?
No.
No,
No, that's not what I said at all.
No. So like
okay.
the tree bears fruit, but the tree doesn't eat its own fruit. The fruit that the tree grows is for the people who walk by and take the fruit. Your gifts aren't for you. Your gifts are for other people around you.
Oh.
You're a tree.
You're a tree.
I'm a tree
With a lot of fruit.
with a lot of fruit. And a lot of ideas that just keep coming and coming. Literally yesterday, oh my God, this is kind of off topic, kind of not, but I'm driving down, no, it's not off topic. I'm driving down the street and I'm like, Victor, get my phone. He's like, what? And I was like, get my phone. I have thoughts. I need you to write them. Go into Trello right now. Please write down. Okay. And I'm like, and he's like, all right. And he starts, hold on, I'm not done. And I was like, all right, take that one, drag it to the top of Aubrie's list. And I'm like, okay, thought number 2, drop it to Aubrie's list. And he's like, okay. And then he does it. And then I was like, no, I'm not done yet. I said, I got 2 of my thoughts still. I said, I need one for Sasha. I need one more for Aubrey. Can just type them out for me so I don't
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Have you ever been diagnosed with like ADD?
Okay, so
It's so funny.
I'm laughing because tell me why. Like, was it like last year? Remember,
Yes.
it like hit me out of fucking nowhere.
Yes, Was it Brooke that told you that?
No, I don't think so. I don't know, but I remember. I'm like, I was like, holy shit. I was like, I think I have ADHD. And you know, I'm like, no, I've never been diagnosed because I hate doctors. And I'm afraid, everybody's like, you take medicine. I'm afraid that if I take medicine, that it'll silence my brain too much. And then I'm going to freak the fuck out because I'm going to feel like I'm broken.
Does caffeine calm you down or
No.
hype you up?
It hypes me up.
It hypes you up. Okay.
It's supposed to calm you down.
If you have
If you have
ADHD, yeah.
ADHD.
Oh, does it?
It's supposed to.
Oh.
Theoretically.
But I wonder if that's why coffee doesn't really work. Coffee doesn't hype me up. Like I always say coffe's broken. And I think
Okay, yeah,
it's
you might
because
have it. Because coffee ain't broken for me.
I might have it. I'm like, there's a lot of signs
Yeah.
there. I'm like, how did they miss this? I'm just
Because you don't go to the doctor.
I'm a great multitasker.
Yeah, and like it's kind of a recent thing that it's like all this hype around it. Like for a long time there, they would just be like, they're weird, you know?
Yeah. Or
It's
it's
kind of
just
a more
normal.
recent-
Like they
Yeah.
just think,
So it's ADHD?
I don't know, or ADD or ADHD.
Yeah, what's
I
the
don't know what
difference?
the difference is.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty similar.
Similar? Okay. Why?
I think one is
course you
more
have
like
two names.
physical acting out, and one is more like mental. But
Oh.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I don't have the physical.
Yeah.
I am tired because my brain is too active.
Yeah, your brain, and like, do you have a hard time shutting off your thoughts at night when you're sleeping? Yeah.
I said yes.
Sasha wakes up in the morning to Trello list this long.
Like, I couldn't sleep. I had too many thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do you have, like, is tattooing a good outlet for you to turn your brain off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
you
one
fit
and
the bill.
only
You fit the
time.
bill.
Yeah.
It's the one and only time I'm quiet. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm tattooing. I'm like, hey, I got an idea. But usually it does keep me pretty chill as I drink Red Bull. Cheers, Red Bull.
sponsor us. Thank you.
Oh, that is so funny. She'll only know me for 4 weeks. She's like, yeah, ADHD. I can never finish a sentence. I always interrupt people because I have so many thoughts. I'm really working on listening more. Because they say in business, if you listen more, that you, I don't know, get further along. I don't fucking know.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm a pretty good listener.
Just catch the ideas as they come out.
That's what I do. I'm like, shoop, shoop.
Yeah, and then put them somewhere.
I write them down.
Organize them for me,
Yeah.
and then we'll be happy.
Amber tells me something, and I'm immediately running to my notebook, like,
Yeah, literally.
Today she walks in the room, and I'm like, hey, Aubrie, I'm like, I know that list that you have up there is really long, but what I'm about to say right now is the most important thing that you could do for us all day long. And she's like, okay. And I was like, we need podcast topics because we have to go there in 30 minutes and I have no topics.
We do this every time.
I know. It goes great, though. It's fine.
We try to prep, but where's the fun in that? We do well under pressure, too. So
Every time we're like stressing out, we're like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We don't know what we're talking about. And then we're walking over here, we're like, yeah, it's fine, we got this. Anyways, hey, that was pretty good. Any final thoughts? Are you staying with us?
definitely, if they'll have me.
Yeah. If you leave, just heads up, like a month, 2 months, maybe 3.
Or 6, because it took us 2 years to find you, so 6 months, please.
No, I'm just
6 month notice, got
Yeah. But thanks for being part of the team, Aubrie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for
Appreciate
bringing
it.
me on.
Oh my
It's
God.
surreal.
I literally told Victor last and final thought, but I told him, I was like, I think we finally fucking found somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there at dinner, I'm like, thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's legit.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
this has been a long journey.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel relief. Like when the week's set, or now you're here every week, but I'm like, oh, finally, okay, I can go sit down and do this task now, and then you can go over here and help Amber with that, and it's so nice having a third person.
Yeah, literally.
And we're only 4 weeks in, so get ready.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on an episode of Inspired by Miss Amber Red, and we will see you guys next time. Sasha?
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I had to think about it.
All right, guys, see you later.
Bye.